So you were getting emotional in the green room listening to Henry Rollins talk about Putin. You're about to quote Chomsky. Like,
yes. So
what was that?
I just caught the end of it. I went in the green room, and everybody loves Henry Rollins, right? And
Except Henry. That's why he's so good.
Maybe
he's constantly grinding.
Yeah. But he was doing that thing about, Putin. There was a journalist who wrote a book about him, ended up dead. Putin's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. As opposed to who?
Well, no, but you mean he's definitely a bad guy, right? We all agree that.
Yeah,
of course. Yes. But, I mean, just because other people are also bad guys, it doesn't negate his point of Putin being a bad guy. What he was saying is just that it's very bizarre that the Republicans, these people that were, at the forefront of the Cold War, these ones who are, these are the people that remember Khrushchev banging on the desk, saying, we'll bury you with Kennedy. And these people are now, they're whitewashing Putin. They're essentially, trying to paint out Putin to be a good guy because Trump is in this position where he's trying to be friends with this guy.
So, here's the quote I wanted to send you. Right.
Please.
So that whole thing, if Nuremberg laws were applied, then every post-war American president would have been hanged, says Noam Chomsky. Putin kills journalists. We just torture ours. So, Chelsea Manning is a whistleblower. Barack Obama tortured her. So we have our president. We have presidents and vice presidents who are legit war criminals that walk around today. They had a torture program. Yeah. Okay, so Barack Obama got a peace prize, and then he had a kill list. A peace prize winner with a kill list, a drone kill list. Would you keep the kill list next to the peace prize? Where do you keep those two things? Are they anyway? So this.
Not only that, some of the people that were killed were American citizens with no due process.
And so nobody has a problem with Trump being buddies with Benjamin Netanyahu, who is a psychopathic maniac who shoots with precision medics who are trying to help people and nurses and journalists, by the way.
But some Israeli troops have done that.
Israeli troops do that.
That's a really depressing thing. I had Abby Martin on, and she sort of illuminated that whole situation. I really didn't know how bad it was, nor did she until she went over there.
Right.
And, just experiencing what it's like. It's crazy that people that went through the Holocaust, that realized the cost of dehumanizing an entire race of people, now are capable, at least some of them are capable of doing that to the Palestinians.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing. So to hear, and I have friends who do that. Everyone's doing this, right? Everyone's getting caught up in this hysteria. That's why there's a word called hysteria, because it happens, and we're in one. And, what I like is what Noam Chomsky said about this Russia hysteria that's happening. He said, if you care about effects on our pristine elections, which he said very sarcastically, he said, if you care about what's affecting our pristine elections, the Russia gate is the last place I would look. And the first place he would look, if you worried about foreign control of or influence on our government, he said he would look to Israel. They're the ones. Benjamin Netanyahu came here and addressed the joint session of Congress without the permission or invitation of the president. Remember when Obama was president, he did that? He did that. That's a guy coming here to tell our guys how to vote in direct defiance of our president, and everyone embraced him. Can you imagine if Putin did that? Putin came to America and addressed our joint session of Congress against the will of the president? So this idea that somehow because Putin is a bad guy, Trump shouldn't have a good friendship with him is BS. The guys who are really influencing our government here are Benjamin Netanyahu, Saudi Arabia. Trump opened 8 businesses in Saudi Arabia during the election, and no one gives a crap about any of that stuff because they're our friends. Saudi Arabia, by the way, just bombed a school today. School bus, 29 kids dead. So, I just retweeted that from Sarah Abdullah. So why would they do that? Because they're in Yemen. They're bombing. We're committing genocide in Yemen right now. So we're helping Saudi Arabia commit a genocide in Yemen. And the way we're doing it is they're doing a thing called siege warfare, which is a war crime. And in fact, they just prosecuted someone a few months ago at The Hague for it. So, since we're doing it and we're the enforcers, and Saudi Arabia is on the Human Rights Council. So everything's a joke now, right? So we're past it, where it's a farce. We're living in this farce. And so when I see a guy that I love, like Henry Rollins, saying stuff like, oh, Putin's the special kind of bad, I just quote back Chomsky. We have nothing. We have legit war criminals just one presidency away.
Do you think he's a step removed from that, though? I mean, he'll assassinate journalists in his own country
right
to criticize him.
Right now, we're trying to assassinate Julian Assange. Right now, our
do you think
government...
we're trying to assassinate him? Is that what they're trying to do?
Yes, they're trying to kill that guy. Yes, they want that guy dead. Hillary Clinton was like, can't we drone that guy? Can't we kill him?
Yeah, she really did say that.
Yeah, she really did say that after she just got done killing Gaddafi and then laughed about it.
Yeah, that's we've played that several times.
Yeah.
We came, we saw, he died. The fact that any human being would ever do that, and by the way he died, that's some dark shit. They watched and they stabbed him in the asshole.
Right.
And there's a video of them stabbing him in the asshole while he's standing there, just confused, not knowing what to do. And this guy's jamming a sword up his ass.
Have you seen the video?
Yes.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Oh, my God. It's awful. You want to see it?
No.
The video of them capturing him is fascinating because it's a guy who has lived with an iron fist, controlled these people, been a brutal dictator, been a horrible monster of a human being. Now all of a sudden these rebels have captured him, and they can't believe they have him, and they're shooting him and stabbing him, and then eventually they have his body and they parade his body around after they've killed him. But there's video of him. You should look at it for a moment because it's so stunning to see him captured and alive, and can't believe that these rebels have him. That it's not even like, you know.
I have seen video of him captured and that look on his face, so I know what you're talking about.
Just the guy's shoving,
but I did not.
shoving a knife up his ass.